this is your reading, love reading for the next 3 months. It is, as always, a timeless reading, which means you can watch it anytime you like. And if it resonates, it is for you. If not, just find another video. So let's see if this is your reading. I'm going to start by telling you some things about your sign and about this card. Well, Libra is a very charming and graceful sign. You have a very strong sense of right and wrong, obviously. Your tarot card is Justice. And because you always see both sides of every situation and you see all the nuances, it can be difficult for you sometimes to make decisions because to you it's very seldom black and white. And because of this, you are also very popular. Because you are very honest and trustworthy, but never in a harsh way. You are always very compassionate, and you see, as I said before, you always see both sides of everything. So you can really be very compassionate and understanding. Even though people behave wrong, you can see why they do it, and that makes you compassionate. So you also have a very strong focus on partnership, and you are also very interested in fulfilling the needs of others. And the card Justice, as you can see, she's got the scale in her hands, which of course is the scale of right and wrong, truth, morals, fairness, and balance. But it is also a card that wants to highlight the importance of taking responsibility of our actions, because every action has a consequence, and we have to take responsibility of that, of all our actions, because they will form our life and our future. So anyways, now we're going to go into the love reading. So I'm going to start with asking the cards why you need this reading, what is on your mind, and what is in your heart, Libra. What is it that you bring with you from the past here? What is it in your baggage here? What do you bring into this reading? Why do you need this advice? Why do you need this love advice or this love prediction for the next 3 months? What is it that you bring with you into this reading? What happened to you in the past? All right, so I think it seems like you have been very, very brave here. You have been following your intuition. You have been very trusting to your intuitive voice in the search for love or in your love life. You have also been very strong and brave you have been very responsible, actually. As we talked about before, you have been taking a lot of responsibility for your actions and not blaming or projecting your anxieties onto others. You have been taking responsibility for your own wounds or your own triggers. And you have also been brave in the sense that you have been out there. You tried to take the initiative. You showed your passionate side. You tried some different partners, or you've been around in the love territory. Maybe you have been dating online, or you have been very open-minded, and maybe also you have explored your sexuality here. This is, both of these cards are very sexual, I think, and this is the High Priestess is also total openness for exploring things, and not, it's like the opposite of conformity. So you've been very open-minded, maybe a bit unconventional, brave, and intuitive. So what's the problem here? Because you need this reading, something in this have been problematic. Let's ask the cards. What is the problem here? What is the problem? Okay, you haven't found that partner with whom you can build something. You feel you have a lot to offer. You have so much to give in a relationship, and you are really ready for it. But you haven't found that partner with whom you want to build something stable, or maybe you found him or her, but they didn't reciprocate or something like that. But doesn't matter how, the fact is you haven't found it yet. You know what I'm talking about, and when I say that, it can come in many ways, but you feel maybe a bit disappointed because you feel that you have really given it your all, and it didn't sort of pan out the way you wanted. So there's some disappointment here. Okay, so let's see. Let's ask the cards about what is the next step for you here, Libra. What is the advice from the cards here? What could you do to change this situation? If there's anything you can do, we'll ask the universe, because sometimes all we need to do is to have patience and hang in there. But let's see. What can you do about your situation? You want to build something, you haven't found it. What is your next move here, Libra? Well, keep up the good spirit, I would say. Don't give up. Keep being your passionate, curious you. And don't be afraid to take the initiative. Keep taking the initiative. When you're interested, show it. And just keep going, really, and realize that you have the tools you need in the dating game, if I might call it that. It's not maybe a very sympathetic word, because no one wants to play games or be in a game of some sort, but unfortunately, if we're realistic, we have to realize it is a game, at least for many people, and just maybe see it for what it is. Don't take it too personally, and just sort of play with it. Play with the play of the dating game. And I'm not telling you to play games here, but I'm telling you rather to not take it personally when you realize that others might be playing games or trying to play games with you. You can just move on. You don't have to play you don't have to be part of that game. You can just move on and focus on what you want, instead of hanging around trying to analyze why people do as they do, or sort of blame yourself, or thinking like, why is this always happening to me? Sort of don't go there, because you have done nothing wrong, and this is nothing personal. It happens to everyone who's in the search for love, or who's longing for love. We meet all kinds of people, and it's just, you need to look at it a bit more like it's like applying for a job. Maybe be a bit more rational about it and not too sensitive. Just realize that if people are behaving badly, or coming across not so serious or honest, with your sense of honesty and fairness, just realize that they're not on your level. They're not a good match for you, so just move on. And so if the cards are going to give you some advice on how to apply this, or some more tangible advice, or down-to-earth advice around this, how can you be part of this without getting a bad self-esteem? Some keys for you from the universe, how to handle this. As I said before, don't lose your hope. There's something really nice waiting for you. Don't give up, just keep going, and don't focus on all the disappointments, or if you had a bad date, just swipe it away like you swipe on Tinder. Just try to not analyze it too much, because there's really nothing much to analyze. We can just agree on that there are a lot of immature people all over the place, and we don't need to hate them or resent them. They're just not mature enough, and we can just feel compassion for them, because it can't be fun being on that level. And take time with yourself, and meditate to calm yourself down if you get agitated or triggered. And I'm also very curious on what is in store, because there's something here, wish fulfillment, the star. Something here is in store for you. What is it that is coming for you in the next 3 months? What is the next nice thing here in the love department for you? What is coming for you in the love department here that the star is hinting about? What is it that's coming here for you, Libra, in the next 3 months? Okay, I think you're gonna meet someone who is in your level when it comes to truth. Someone who is very forward, maybe even chasing you. Could be someone who you can almost get a bit scared of. You see this Knight of Swords, he's almost like a warrior. He can be a bit scary. He can be very scary because he's so straightforward, and he's the kind of person who tells the truth, can tell the truth in a bit of a harsh way, or can have a sort of harsh approach. And since you're Libra, you really that can scare you a bit, because you also love the truth and honesty, but you're always trying to deliver it in a very balanced and soft way, sort of. This is not a soft person. He or she is a bit more hardcore, but it's a good guy or girl, and he or she thinks that you are the empress. You are really, really attractive. There's a lot of attraction here, is what I'm sensing. And let's see about the hermit. Why is the hermit here? I have a clue, but I want to get some more guidance on what's the hermit in this. Okay, this is someone who's gonna sort of break your sense of solitude, of isolation, because you do feel a lot of loneliness from time to time. And I'm not talking about the loneliness of being alone physically, but more of not finding that person with whom you can communicate in a connected way. So this is someone who you really will connect with, and you will have these kind of conversations that really spark something fiery in the both of you. You will have this kind of connection. Let's see some more about this. It's very intriguing about this conversation. How will you meet them? We can ask that. How will you meet them? In what kind of circumstances will you meet? Okay. Could be around some projects, working project, or this could be someone who doesn't have to be your boss, but someone who is in a position, sort of in a hierarchy a bit above you somehow. And you will meet them when you feel the most lonely and the most single as you've ever felt. And suddenly you will start, seems like your contact will start with some kind of conversation, could be around work or something. And this could be a partnership that starts with, yes, in a work situation somehow. Or something else that is sort of looking like work. It could be a project of some kind. Could be private, but some kind of project. Like if you're a member of some group or hobby you have, or something like that, a project somehow that looks a bit like work, and it will start like that, but it will very soon be transitioning into something more private, because you will realize that you have this connection. You have this special connection. Okay, so one more last card advice from the cards and the universe here for you, Libra, in this situation. One more last card. Have fun. Don't worry, this will come, and try to enjoy your life and relax, because this will happen and you don't have to be in such a hurry. Just enjoy life as it is right now, and things will just come to you. You don't have to chase this love. It will appear when you least expect it. And here he is, King of Cups. A softer version maybe of this person behind this bit scary, warrior-like type. He or she is a very sensitive, emotional person, really. I think we're gonna have some more cards from other decks as well. Something more about Libra's love situation here. The Devil. So, yeah, don't try to control this situation. It's really nothing you can do about this. You have been chasing or searching or working a lot for this to happen. This card is telling me in the whole reading behind this, it's telling me that you should relax and trust that life will serve you this. It's really nothing that you have to. You've done your work here. You have been trying so hard to create this, and there's nothing wrong with taking initiative and keep on being open and dating people, but inside it's more about your energy inside of you. Just try to let go of being so focused on the goal here of finding that person, because in the end this will come to you. It will just fall down in your lap, sort of, and surprise you. Something more from this card, final card here from this deck. Yeah. Don't be sad, don't lose hope. Again, this is all telling you over and over again, please, don't be sad, don't lose hope, don't try to control this, or just believe that things will be given to you here. You can relax. You have done so much work. You have been so brave and courageous, and you worked so hard for this, and you learned so much. You have so much knowledge here and wisdom you gained through all the mistakes. So you can just relax now. You've done the work, and in a not too far future, something will just fall down in your lap. So try to be happy about the things you have now, and let life give you the cadeau, the gift that you really deserve. Okay, thank you, Libra. Bye-bye.